Good afternoon and good morning in some places of the world. My name is Eugenie Manirafasha and I'm the event coordinator at Avia. I welcome you all to Avia Digital Solution Summer Series, which we have launched today. Um, this series will be taking place each Friday at 3 p.m. Central Africa time. So, plan to do not miss.
This is a series of short webinars, and it will be hosting different companies with digital solution services and technologies useful to Avio community of solar professionals. Today, we welcome OpenSolar, which is a driven global solar software technology company that created the world's first free of charge solar design, sales, and management platform. With our guest today, you will learn more on those available platforms useful to solar professionals through running their businesses. Today, we are together with Francesca Nicolin. Welcome, Francesca. Francesca is the business development manager at OpenSolar. She's creative minded and mission driven, and she is delivering high value partnership to increase the daily value of OpenSolar platform globally. We are also together with Cliff. Ash, he is head of Open Solar User Experience of UK and Ireland. He has 7 years background in solar design and sales. Ash is delivering the next generation of renewable technology for the next generation of solar professionals. I do not want to make you wait any longer to discover the great work done by OpenSolar. So now that the stage is set for today's session, I thank you, Francisca and Ash, for being with us today, and I hand over to you, Francisca.
Thank you very much, Eugenie. It's a great pleasure to be here with AFSIA, and we are very impatient of showing you what we are capable to deliver and how you can actually take advantage of the platform. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see a brief presentation. Later on, Ash will also give you a little demo. So I'm sure that this is very interesting for you all. So you should be seeing now my screen. As Eugenie already mentioned before, we are a free solar management platform, and we are all-in-one solution. What is behind this? So we are a team that's global. We are everywhere in the world, in Australia, America, we are in Europe, South America. We are a very, very big team, and we are combined 293 years of solar experience. So basically, this to say that this software is developed for solar professionals by solar professionals. We know your needs, and we have put together a software that helps you deliver more value to your business, and it's completely free. As I said, you can use all the functionalities of designing, CRM, sending the proposal, manage your projects in one place, and sharing this work with your teams without paying anything, saving a lot on your budget, and starting selling more. In fact, who starts using OpenSolar and use it correctly can increase the closing rate by 25%, which is a pretty good number. We want to deliver you value, and we leverage on our partnership to grow your businesses. In fact, who is paying for the software are the different partners that can be finance integration, they can be manufacturers that are supporting premium features, it can be distributors. We are working in very many different segments, and everyone is here to support your job and to bring it to the next level. Here we have a quote from Rodrigo Candy, and he's saying basically that after he started using OpenSolar, his company and his daily work life changed. And we are always very happy about hearing feedback from you, from other installers, so that we can reinforce our mission driven. In fact, also, we work with many businesses, and whenever we receive feedback, we try to include these product requests in our platform. We are the fastest and most accurate design and proposal tool in the market. We have been assessed by PVL and NRL in the United States against our competition, and we were actually the best in shade analysis, site assessment, and energy modeling. So basically, we are giving you a tool to go to market in less than 5 minutes and offering very, very accurate proposals. We have several features. You can see 3D modeling, heat maps, so that you can see where is actually the most sun impact on the roofs, multi-panel and microinverters selection, PV site plans, and shareable proposal on a digital platform in less than 5 minutes, and moreover on all your devices. You can use it from the laptop, from the smartphone, from a tablet if you do have it. So don't worry about which hardware you're using. You can always connect to your OpenSolar platform. The imagery of OpenSolar is actually one of our most stunning features. We do offer 3D modeling as well as manual modeling, so you can build any of the buildings that you are going to work on, and you can then evaluate the shading analysis, shading impact, and create the system generation. Also, you can create multiple systems in one same proposal, and it's going to be a tool that's going to change the way you're doing business as of now. We are live as of now in 130 countries. This depends a lot on the users that are looking for us on the website as well as on our partnerships. We have teams 24/7 that are here to support you with the training, onboarding, and any questions that you may have. So just feel free to go on www.opensolar.com and register. I think that as of now, you may have an idea of what we are doing, but I'm sure that you want to see it happening. So I will pass it to Ash. That's a superstar in OpenSolar, and it's going to give you a brief demo on what you could do with the platform.
Hi everyone, so I'll get my screen shared. Super excited to show you the OpenSolar platform. I think you're really going to love the tools that we've put together. So essentially with OpenSolar, we're offering you an all-in-one management platform. So we take you from that initial interaction with the customer, collecting all that key information, designing the system, pitching to the customer with leading sales tools, and then managing the project going forwards. So everything right up to that point where you can sign the installation off as complete. So once you've registered at opensolar.com, you'll gain access to the dashboard, which you can see here. And there's essentially two sides to the software. So on the front end, the design side, that's where your sales reps, your designers will spend their time creating proposals. Whereas the back end, the control side, this is your enterprise admin module. So from here, you can configure the software to your particular needs. So you can invite all of your teammates. You can upload your pricing logic. You can customize the proposal, add all the products that you want to focus on. We can also help you with aspects of lead generation, as well as managing all of your documents. So all of that happens on the back end here, and this is part of the account setup process, which we will absolutely support you with. Now, in terms of support, at any time, you can click the question mark in the top right corner, and this gives you direct access to our help center, where you'll find all sorts of videos and tutorials. You can submit a ticket to our dedicated 24-hour Monday to Friday support team. You can also access our webinars from here. So we run various sessions for the different regions globally, but to make sure that you've got the support you need, whether it's designs, account setup, or more information about the partners that we have on offer. You can access all that information from the webinar link. Okay, so let's jump to the front end of the software with the design side. So if I wanted to jump straight into a design, all I need to do is enter the address here, and away we go. Or you can access your projects list, which doubles as our CRM tool, and you can jump into an existing project from here. Now, for any given design, we've broken the process down into simple steps. All right, so we have info collection, energy, design, proposals, and then manage. Okay, so starting with the info page, this is essentially your overview for the project as a whole. So this will grow over time as you progress through that process with the customer. So here you can see we've got the customer's details. We can expand these forms. So we've got the address, we have any sales and marketing information, But also crucially, in terms of that survey, you've got the site details. So is it a residential or commercial installation? You know, what kind of roof covering do they have? The number of phases, the height of the building, all that key information can be collected here. Okay, so not just for your reference internally, but in terms of any regulatory bodies that you're registered with, let's say come audit time, you've got all that information here. And building on that concept, on the right side, on the right-hand side here, we have a document management aspect to the software. So not only can you upload paperwork, whether that's internal, something for a regulatory body, or maybe insurance, you can upload, so you make sure you've got all that documents saved in the one place, or we can generate the documentation live in app for you. So if we click here, we have some documents ready to go, but you can upload your own paperwork via control on the back end. Okay, and we can auto populate these documents. They don't just have to be static. So we can insert the customer's name. We can insert, you know, the size of the system you've designed, their address. So all of your paperwork, we can auto complete, reducing the admin burden on you as a business. Next up, we have energy. So this is where we can factor in the customer's usage. Now we can base that on an annual basis, or we could switch over to the monthly bills, or if you have interval data. So if you are dealing with perhaps a larger commercial size client and you've got a breakdown of their usage throughout a typical year, you can upload that spreadsheet instead. As well as their actual usage, you can also configure their usage profile. So how much time do they actually spend in the property? Are they, you know, in that property all day, part of the day, out all day? We have various options here which you can select for weekdays and the weekend. At the bottom, we can select the tariff rate. Now, we give you access to a global database of tariffs. So if we click here, you can search for your provider, and then we'll automatically account for usage rates, export rate, standing charge, all that key information. Now, if the tariff that you're looking for is missing, just click here to let us know, send us the key information, and we will upload that for you. But of course, you also have the option to upload a tariff yourself. Okay, so moving on to design. And in a second, the system is going to load our flagship 3D module. So here you can see we have the entire neighborhood, including the dimensions of the property, which also factors in the pitch of the roof. And we also have all of the obstructions. So you can see here we have some trees, which may cause a bit of an issue for us in terms of that shading analysis. Now, at a glance, you can activate our heat map mode, which will show you the areas of the map which are exposed to the most sunlight. So it's really easy to see, which areas are facing north, which are facing south, east, west, and you can see the impact on a roof facet basis. And you can present this to the customer if you want to show them this information. On the left-hand side here, you can see that I have 4 systems attached to this project. So our online proposal, our sales experience is interactive. So on the one page, your customers can switch between different scenarios. So different systems, it could be a budget versus a premium system, or with or without a battery. It could be a system working in conjunction with the grid in some capacity, some kind of time of use charging, or perhaps it could be some kind of difference that you've made to the environment. So if you remove a tree, you can show the uplift effect, or if you would remove any kind of obstruction, you can show the impact of that. Now, in terms of the design process, you can see here on the left that we have the various sections. So we've got panels, mounting, inverters, batteries, all those other components. So we can create your full kit here. If we jump into, say, the panels, here with a little pop-up window, you can see all the key players, and we are connecting you with the best of the industry, essentially. So here you can see, we've got Jinko modules, Q cells. Now, fundamentally on the back end, you've got access to a global database of products. So whatever hardware you're looking for, we should have it baked into the software, ready to go. But if any products that you're looking for are missing, just let us know, send us those data sheets so we can get them uploaded for you. Okay, so once we're happy with the system design, we can then move on to the online proposal. Now, before we do, if for whatever reason we don't have this 3D data, perhaps you're designing a new build, you're starting from scratch, you can jump between 3 different design modes. So we also have a 2D mode and a manual mode, which allows you to create 3D models from scratch. As if it is a brand new property, we have support for that as well. But for the most part, you should have this glorious 3D model ready to design with. So jumping over to the online proposal, and we'll just give this thing to load. So the idea is that instead of sending a bog standard PDF, you can send them a link or a QR code. And then in their browser, it's going to load this little greeting message. So whether they're accessing this on their phone, their tablet, or their computer, they'll have the same experience. You can customize the information that's presented here. But once they click continue, this is what they see. So there's no borders, there's no OpenSolar menus. They just see your logo in the top left corner. They see some summary values for the system. So I've got system size, self-consumption, but you can customize this information to your particular liking. We have the image of the property. We also have the components. And from here, they can access brochures and data sheets and videos, information direct from the manufacturers. Moving down, you can see that I've added a video here. So if you have a video selling the best of your business, you can incorporate. We have the system performance, environmental benefits, so those carbon savings, an interactive demo, but perhaps most importantly at all, you can see the bill before and after. Now, on the right-hand side, I mentioned that this is an interactive experience, so they can jump between those different system options. Okay, so they can make the decision that makes the most sense for them given their budget. And they can also select from very different payment options. So depending on the options you want to provide, it could be bank transfer, it could be debit credit card, it could be a loan arrangement or some kind of PPA setup. Moving on down, we have the tariff information, the payback period, and then the system price at the bottom. But as I say, you can insert your own content here, so you can present this in the way that makes the most sense for your business. Once the customer is ready, they can click Accept Proposal. They can then review the system price, your contract, so you can upload all of your terms and conditions. And then once they've ticked to accept, they can sign at the bottom of the page. And when they click Confirm, they receive a handover pack with a PDF version of this document. They receive the data sheets and the signed contract. Okay, now another benefit of using our online experience is the ability to track the customer. So once you've sent them the link, you can see if they've clicked on the link, you can see if they go back to that link multiple times. So you can get a sense for whether they're interested for those follow-up calls. Now, in terms of managing the sales process as well as the project as a whole, we can jump to the Manage page. Now, here is where you can model all of those different actions that need to take place. So for the different categories, designing, selling, installing, maintaining, you can add the different steps. And then because you're working together as a team, you can all tick these off as they're completed. And in the project history here, you have an overview of who's done what and when, and what stage of the project you're currently at. Now, this is your complete management solution. So from here, you can assign roles to people. You can set up appointments. You can create notifications and tasks. And this ties into the CRM and the calendar view that we offer. Okay, so that's a very brief overview of the design process. So in terms of next steps, we'd love to invite you for further training. So say if you go to opensolar.com, register for your free account. And then via the question mark, you can book one-to-one sessions and training with us to get you up and running. But crucially, you've got all the tools you need. So yeah, we're here to help. Please don't hesitate to reach out. So I'm going to hand back over to Francesca now so we can continue the presentation.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you very much. I wanted to add something about our partnerships and what is actually sustaining our business model. On our website, you can find all our global partnerships. These are globally regionalized, but we are working with the most prominent players in the solar industry. As of now, we have some example in Africa. We are partnering with Jinko all over Africa. So you'll be able to see the modules and storage solution from Jinko everywhere you are using the platform from in the African continent. You will also find TBB inverters in South Africa. So there is never a limit. So whenever you find a partner that you would like to see with premium features on OpenSolar, feel free to refer us so that you can use upgraded and premium content over your designs and proposals. And finally, I also wanted to share with you our commitment and our strategy to work for good. As of now, we are partnering with EBL, which is Empowered by Light, and OpenSolar is committing 1% of its annual revenue to support projects in different areas of the world and create valuable solar communities in places where there is energy scarcity. Also, in this case, you can encourage your contacts in big organizations that want to donate to OpenSolar or EBL so that it's possible to create solar energy in community where there is energy scarcity. We also have a link for donation in case some of your partners or your companies is interested to support these kind of initiatives. And we also have the opportunity to input Empowered by Light branding in your proposal. So if you are interested in more commitment and more corporate social responsibility for your companies or your partners, feel free to go on our For Good page on the website. On my side, it's all. I'm sure that we're going to see you again, and I hope to hear from you very soon. Thank you. Thank you, Eugenie. Back to you now.
Thank you very much, Francisca and Ash. We are then back to the question session and answer. So I'll be asking the question, and one of you who feel comfortable answering will jump in. The first question that I have for you, I want to know why is OpenSolar free?
Thank you, Jenny. I think we covered this somewhere already in the presentation. Nonetheless, it's always important to remind you that we are not selling your data. We are not trying to monetize on the traffic on the website, but what we are doing is partnering with the biggest player in the industry to offer you better product and services directly on the platform. So this is how we are supporting our mission. And if you want, you can always refer us if there is a finance integration you like or a particular manufacturer that you are using and want to see here, just let us know and we'll bring it to you.
Thank you very much for a very good and clear answer. So the second question, I would like to know how can I get my company set up on your platform?
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, nice and easy. Just go to opensolar.com. From there, you can register your organization. It takes less than 30 seconds. And then once you've done so, you've got access to the full platform, which we've just seen. And then from that point onwards, you can invite all of your various teammates. But yes, opensolar.com is where it all happens.
Thank you very much, Ash. I have a final question. What support services are available to OpenSolar? Maybe I'd like to hear more.
Yeah, in terms of the support package that we offer, we feel this is really important to offer not just the free software, but the free support and training that everyone needs to get started and to support them going forwards over the long term, so we can grow together. So essentially, you have a 24-hour Monday to Friday ticket system. So at any time while using the software, you can submit an inquiry to our team and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. You also have access to our ongoing webinars. Now, they differ slightly for different regions globally, but you will have dedicated support. So whether you want to have a one-to-one session with us, so we can jump into your account and have a look around, or whether you want to join one of our group training sessions, we can equip your sales team so they feel confident using the tools and interfacing with your customers. We can help you with account setup, as well as introducing you to our various partners. You also have access to our online forum, so you can engage with the community as a whole. And we also have an inbuilt AI assistant, which will help guide you through your first couple of projects. And then supporting all of that is the Help Center. So you've got all sorts of videos and tutorials online if you prefer to work through things in your own time.
Thank you very much, Ashish. I thank you all for your time today. It was an honor to have you today. I hope we have learned a lot, and of course we'll be in the future getting in touch to you and to enjoy the services that are available at OpenSolar. So maybe one last minute, maybe something in general to tell the audience and then we close. Anything.
Yeah, so, basically, OpenSolar exists to accelerate the adoption. We want the industry to flourish. Installers, your tech solution, as well as all the partners. We want to bring everyone together so that we can all grow, and hopefully we can make a difference.
I just want to recommend you guys just to try it out. I hope that today we were able to convey the most of the information, but it may be a lot. I think that when you go and try it out yourself, it's going to be easier. Like, it's going to be super useful, and you will have everything at hand, like on our help center, to try and check out. You have videos. If you forgot what we said today, you can just go there, rewatch a video, and try to start sell more.